Quidditch Cup. Your third house match will decide who wins the Quidditch Cup, with Sky in the hospital win and Wrath on the pitch. The fate of your team is in your hands. Can you lead your team to victory and defeat the Menace and Wrath in this Quidditch Cup special adventure? Let's go and find out. That wasn't what I wanted. That was not what I wanted. There we go. There we go. There it is. Do. Are you ready for your final house match? I've finished every good luck ritual I know. I'm not supposed to have favorites, of course, but I'm rooting for ya. Hey, Darkus, do you know what this is about? Professor Dumbledore has prepared an announcement concerning our upcoming Quidditch match. The only match left is ours against Ravenclaws. I'd say there's a 97.6% chance he'll announce the scores, with a 3.4% chance he'll just say a handful of nonsense words and tell us to get up. That's always a very real possibility. We'll find out soon enough. Before we begin our meal, I have a few words. The final match for the Quidditch Cup is nearly upon us. Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor. These two teams have won enough points for this match to determine which is worthy of the cup. Now I am sure we all are quite ready for a good meal, so tuck in. Amazing will play in the deciding match for the Quidditch Cup. How are you going to win with only two chasers? Have you found a replacement? It will be a challenge to win the Quidditch Cup without Sky. I believe I have found a solution. Let's speed through this. Sorry, I was doing something. Speed. There we go. Boom. The chaser Darkus replaces well enough to practice in the match. He is a good player, but out of practice. I have devised several training methods to bring him back to the team. I believe you will be impressed. That may not be enough to win the Quidditch Cup. You'll need a strategy if you want to beat Wrath. She reduces your odds of winning the cup by 39.8%. That much? She's a very good beater. We shall explore our possible paths together. This is a time for celebration and hard work. Let us concentrate on the match. I need to meet up with Penny. She's why I joined the team after all. But I'll visit Sky in the hospital room as soon as I can. What will you talk to her about? Sky's health? More importantly, she'll want to know that our next match will decide who wins the Quidditch Cup. Go meet with Penny. I'm rooting for you. You are the best hope. I bet you know more about Quidditch than I do. Congratulations! Thanks for what? For making it to your third official match. Of course, you are so close to winning the Quidditch Cup. And you're in first place. You only have a 10-point lead, but I'm sure you can win the match. Oh, skipped it. Perhaps, but Sky won't be able to play, and we are playing against Wrath. What happened to Sky? Is she really not playing in your final match? You haven't heard she got hit by a bludger while Wrath was training. Will she be alright? She will be, but she won't be able to play for a while. Can you tell me what happened? You know, I'm Sky's biggest fan. Says it was an accident, and Sky says it was intentional, but I'll tell you what I know. Sky went to tell Wrath that she was the one who started a rumor about her, and Wrath hit her a bludger at her. You saw how Wrath trains for a match. It's lucky that Sky wasn't hurt even worse. Says Wrath did it on purpose. She's rather convinced of it, but Wrath says it was an accident. Wrath of Sky. I believe Wrath. She may not like Sky, but I don't think she'd hurt her on purpose. I'm visiting Sky in the hospital, and soon she'll want to know what Professor Dumbledore said at dinner. I will. Perhaps it will make her feel better now that she can't play in the match. She'll need something to cheer her up. The hospital in visit Sky. Why is everyone fussing about Quidditch? Did something happen? Can't see the Quidditch pitch from here. Sky Parkins had more visitors than I have. You came to see me. I want to tell you about Professor Dumbledore's announcement. Our team and Maths are close enough in points that for a match to decide who wins the Quidditch Cup. It's a shame I can't play with you lot. Can't help the team stuck in the hospital. And how are you feeling? I feel like I want our team to win the Quidditch Cup, which means you need a way to deal with Wrath. Has a weakness, even Wrath. If you find holes, you have got everything you need to win the Quidditch Cup. You must be the new chaser Sky was telling me about you. This is Rita Skeeter. She's a reporter at the Daily Prophet. Profile of Miss Parkin. My readers are eager to know everything about members of the Parkin Quidditch dynasty, though I did not anticipate that she wouldn't be able to participate in the coming match. Time and deadlines wait for them, which you should join us, Stalkers. You will be playing in the match after all. Players have to get used to interviews, so it's good practice. I suppose what do you want to know? I believe that will be enough for my profile, though I confess that I don't quite understand how you were injured, Miss Parkin. That's how. The Ravenclaw beat her. She hit a bludger at me on purpose. Same business. That's enough for today. Miss Parkin needs to rest, especially as she insists on attending your upcoming match. It'll be rude watching from the stands, but I wouldn't miss it for the world. You have to find a way to beat Wrath, otherwise we can kiss the Quidditch Cup goodbye. For your coming match, even though Sky won't be able to play, it's problem for my article, but I have learned something far more important. He's not the only Quidditch star on your team. I'll have my eye on you. Meet with Morphe. Have you met with Sky? How is she? I mean, aside from the whole bludger thing, she seems to be feeling better. She was surprisingly chipper about having Rita Skeeter there. Sky told me we will have to find a Wrath's weakness if we are to have any chance of beating her, the best player they have got. If you don't find a way to defeat her, you'll never win the Quidditch Cup. This trial is about more than any individual player. It is about our strength as a team. Has a weakness, shown we at least know what it is, know your enemy or on. Animosity is the storm that rocks our ship. If we are not careful, we could all drown in the wreckage. Wrath weakness could solve our team on the pitch, right? Besides, I happen to know exactly where we should start. Did Sky ask you to find Wrath's weakness too? It's a strategic thing to do, and I tend to compile Quidditch information when I'm nervous. Besides, I've written play-by-play accounts of every Quidditch match I've seen. Scar weakness is somewhere. It's somewhere in here. If we look at the data long enough, we may find something that will help us. For the purpose of team cohesiveness, I shall join you. Let's get started. Okay, let's speed through this if I can. There we go, sped. I can't think of any weakness we could use against Wrath. Indeed, the whole foundation is strong. If she suffers from a weakness, her team has done well to hide it. Hasn't lost a single match since Wrath joined. She's an unbeatable beater. I'd hope we could connect the dots and figure something out. We don't have enough data for statistical analysis. We'll need a new strategy. Mr. Dan, your head of house, wants to see you. Advise you to hurry. Could this be about? What could this be about? Go with McGonagall. Meet with Professor McGonagall. You wanted to see me? I did, Mr. Dan. Do you recall the conversation we had before your first house match? You were eager to play for Gryffindor, and now you will face Ravenclaw in a match for the Quidditch Cup. You know what a Gryffindor victory would mean for our house? Winning the Quidditch Cup would mean a lot to Gryffindor, and to Sky, and to Owen, and to Murphy, and to Penny, and the face paint kid. It seems you have the hopes and fears of your entire house on your shoulders. Why don't you tell me how you have prepared for your final house match? A long time ago, perhaps I can offer some advice. That I shall tell you what I can. Alright. That's everything I can think of. Do you have any advice? I would advise you to play hard but fair. Our house is known for honor and courage. How do you plan to win the Quidditch Cup for Gryffindor? Flawless strategy. Hard work. Work hard and play my best during the match. And honorable choice, worthy of a Gryffindor. Well done. In any case, I won't keep you on much longer. You are playing for the Quidditch Cup. Good luck. Now go on, Gryffindor's counting on you. Part 1 complete. Part 2. The truth comes out. Learn what really happened between Wrath and Sky to clear the air while there's still time. Did you hear we the Skeeters writing an article about our house team? The Daily Prophet is rubbish. If you want the truth, read the Quibbler. I read the Skeeter's last article. I'll never look at the minister the same way again. Why do you want to see me? Haven't you got enough about Sky for your article? I'm afraid Sky Parkin's profile has lost some of its appeal now that she won't play for the Quidditch Cup. I thought your readers wanted to know everything about the Parkins. Okay, when one of them is competing for a trophy, the shinier the better. Oh, only. Then what do you want to talk to about? You, of course. I want an interview. With me? Naturally, after all, you are the upstart chaser playing for the Quidditch Cup. Since Sky's story has lost its luster, I've decided my article will focus on two members of your team, Sky Parkin, whose surname is practically synonymous with Quidditch itself, and you. I'm not sure how Sky would feel about that. Miss Parkin knows the value of good press. An article would conjure up some excitement before the match. I'll have some useful information for you in return. Alright, what do you want to know? I want to know everything. I have to go to practice soon. What's the useful information you have for me? Let me ask you one final question first off the record about Sky Parkin and her animosity towards Miss Wrath. You believe Wrath didn't injure Parkin on purpose, but why would Sky think in the first place? Let's just say Sky sometimes jumps to conclusions when it comes to Wrath. So she's impulsive, and a series of mysterious events ended up in the hospital, and now she blames Wrath for her injuries. Well, yes. Was her erratic and impulsive behavior the cause of her injuries, thus hobbling your team before the final match? Deserved to be hit by the bludger on purpose or by accident? I never said that. I simply want to know what you think of Sky's behavior. Sky's my teammate. She can be impulsive, but she believed she was doing the right thing at the time. When it is reciprocated, I wonder if Sky is as loyal to your team as you are. Would your opinion change if you knew for certain which of them is telling the truth? But I don't know. No one does. The truth always comes out. I've done a little digging myself, and while I don't know if Wrath injured Sky on purpose, face painted. Rumor has it that there was a witness. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Alright. You excited about the Quidditch Cup final? It's good to get back on the pitch. Everything comes down to that next match. I'm glad you have come. It's almost time to begin our practice. Squabbles and conflict have unbalanced our team mentally and literally. We will need to practice if we are to win the Quidditch Cup. It is what Sky would want. Sky would want you to destroy Wrath. Shouldn't you be in the commentary box? Don't worry about that right now. Sky says you need to find a way to beat Wrath, otherwise we can all kiss the Quidditch Cup goodbye. And she's right about that in a tactical sense. The best way to win the Quidditch Cup is to find Wrath's weakness and tailor your strategy around it. In fact, it may be the only way. Besides, Sky can hold a grudge. She won't forgive Wrath for putting her in the hospital when Rita Skeeter hinted that Facepaint Kid saw what happened between Wrath and Sky. That is excellent news. If we find out what really happened, we can settle all of this, leaving us to concentrate on the match. It may be a challenge. I don't think Facepaint Kid wants to tell anyone. He even ran away when Rita pointed him out to me. There's a 78.3% chance we can persuade him, but we will need a plan this whole time before you have to get to practice. Let us discuss our course of action Once our path is beneath our feet, we can return to the true test, winning the Quidditch Cup. Let me fast forward this. Alright. So it's decided we'll talk to Facepaint Kid after practice. There's a lot still the matter of what we do with the information given to us. Why don't we decide after we talk to Facepaint Kid? Very wise. That's the kind of strategic thinking I like to see. Now you have some practice to do, and I have to get to the commentary box. I hope our pursuit of the truth does not get in the way of our goal. Don't worry, we are chasers. Scoring goals is our specialty. Do. Come on. Eight seconds, Jesus. There you go. Oh, the bludger. Gotta dodge the bludgers. I'll have to dodge lots of bludgers for math. Boom chakalaka. Go talk to Facepaint Kid. Talk to Facepaint Kid. You heard about Sky's injury, right? And you know that Sky blames Wrath, and Wrath insists it was an accident. What kind of fan would I be if I didn't know everything there is to know about our team? Knowledge is what we need. The uncertainty regarding Wrath and Sky has allowed the conflict to fasten. So when I heard you saw what happened, who told you that? Tweeta Skeeter. I'm surprised she's never cared about Quidditch or the sanity of overheard secrets. I've heard Rita's articles and she never includes any relevant information or statistics or commentary on each player maneuvers and how they affected the outcome of the match. Would you tell us what you saw? It's not good. There's a reason I didn't want to say anything. But you're Sky's teammates, so I suppose it's not betraying the team, right? Truth is never a betrayal. You can tell us, we just want to know what really happened. We won't tell anyone if you don't want us to. Alright, so Wrath was telling the truth. It really was an accident. I didn't say anything earlier. Please don't tell anyone. I told you I want to keep wearing face paint for team spirit and non-witness protection. What do you mean, Facepaint Kid? Blames Wrath. Do you know what would happen if it got out that Wrath's innocent? Would think she made up the whole thing to make Wrath look bad. And now that horrible Skeeter woman is sniffing around. She is not important. We must use the truth to resolve the conflict between Wrath and Sky. Stop it telling Sky she's our teammate after all. To the hospital and then I may have overwhelmed Sky saying she's getting out of the hospital soon. That's fantastic. It is indeed excellent news. That settles it. Let's tell Sky as soon as she gets out of the hospital and meet with Sky. Aw, screw off. Do. What do you need to find balance for? I'm the one who was injured. I'm glad to see you have recovered, Sky. Everyone was worried. Try not to scare us like that again, alright? I don't think we can take it. Can't keep me down, not for long anyway. It won't let me play in the match, but I can still help the team win the Quidditch Cup and destroy Wrath in the process. About that, Facepaint Kid saw what happened between you and Wrath. Can't wait to show everyone what kind of which Wrath really is. Says it was an accident. That's why he kept it quiet. He didn't want anyone thinking you made up the story. But now we know the truth and we can focus on winning the cup. At the beginning, I want to know what he had said. I think Wrath hit me with a bludger by accident. That's what Facepaint Kid said. They want to tell us, which increases the likelihood that he's telling the truth by 87.6% chance. He feared the truth would cast you in an unfavorable light, because if Wrath's innocent, I'm the one making things up. We didn't say that. We have reached conclusions without considering alternatives in the past. You thought they were true at the time. You were always on Wrath's side. There was no sides. Yeah, well, suppose we aren't much of a team then. Have fun at your match. Bet you'll win now that I'm not there to muck it up. God damn it, it's all messed up. They should take her on. I'm sure she doesn't mean it to win in malice to Sky. She's just upset. Truth would allow Sky to heal emotionally, that it would bring our team together. Instead, we have torn our team apart. Talk to Wrath about this. She's got 76.4% chance of taking it, better than Sky did. Must resolve this constant conflict to move on as a team. Know the truth, we can focus on the match, and Ravenclaw can do the same. All that matters now is winning the Quidditch Cup. Talk to Wrath. What do you want? I just want to tell you that we know you told the truth about what happened to Sky. I didn't think you'd hit Sky on purpose, but now I know for certain. What's your point? Now we can put everything behind us and focus on the match. We'll have a nice, clean, sportsmanlike battle for the Quidditch Cup. What did you say? Enough. I'm sorry. This is the second time Parkins accused me of something I didn't do. And the second time you have come to play Peacekeeper. I didn't buy your act then, and I don't buy it now. It's not an act. Are you still trying to make this right? I'm still trying to clear the air. I tried before, but you didn't believe me. You can't clear the air if you won't admit you did, and if you did anything wrong. I don't understand. What did I do wrong? You didn't stop Parkin from spreading lies about me. You didn't say anything about it until I came down on you. And now you have to face the consequences. Don't forget, you are playing us next. Doesn't have weak links. We haven't lost a single match. Neither have we. That's when you had Parkin. Now, without her, you don't stand a chance. It's not true. You and Parkin started this. I'm the one who will end it. Alright then, lady. It's almost time for the Quidditch Cup final. Uncover Wrath's weakness, mend broken bonds, and find inspiration before the clock runs out. Ooh. Oh, we got a new thing. Me with Owen. I took a kip in history and magic, so my eyes are well rested. Don't worry about bludgers. I'll look out for you. Wonder if I can cast a sticking charm on my gloves. I don't think that's allowed. Did you speak with Wrath? How did it go now that she knows the truth? It went poorly. If anything, telling her only made her angrier. She's determined to destroy us in the final match. Statistically, telling Wrath that we knew the truth had a 98.3% chance of solving all of this. Bright side, that means we are outliners. But it also means Sky's right about finding Wrath's vulnerability anyway. You can't beat Ravenclaw and win the Quidditch Cup until you know how to defeat Wrath. Have you found anything? Nothing. It's like she's the ultimate beater. Heard you were looking for Wrath's weakness. How did you know about that? Do you really need to ask? I felt terrible about betraying Sky and the team when I told you what happened with Wrath, so I decided to make up for it. I listened to a couple of Ravenclaw chasers talking, and I heard something you could use. Could you enlighten us? Alright, here's what I have learned. So what you're saying is Wrath's got a blind spot? Exactly. If you get in her blind spot, she won't be able to see you at all. That could explain why she's fouled so many players. She simply can't see them. Her teammates didn't say where her blind spot is. That's not the only problem. There aren't any tactics designed to take advantage of someone's blind spot, so I'll have to invent one. Do you have time to make up a whole new strategy? I'll be cutting it close, but I should have something for you before the Quidditch final. This could be the advantage we need to win the Quidditch Cup. While I do not believe we require such an advantage, I must admit that it will help us win the Quidditch Cup. Thank you, Facepaint Kid. You have done our house a great favor. You can thank me by beating Ravenclaw. I should get to work. It will be my greatest tactical challenge yet, and I shall focus on our practice. I have devised several exercises to build our team and accumulate our replacement chaser. Will want to know about this. I'll tell her after practice. Sharing this knowledge could repair the bond between Sky and our team. I'll talk to her after practice. She may even have ideas about using Wrath's blind spot in a match. I got name practice now. Gotta waste $150. I got the quaffle. That was awful. Oh, that strategy paid off big time, eh? And that was that. You want to talk? I wanted to tell you that we know Rat's weakness. Face Paint Kid told us she has a blind spot. He doesn't know where, but it's a start. Glad you found it. Are you alright? Just found out this article will be in the next Daily Prophet. It'll be nice feeling like I'm part of something. Then I was part of something, part of our team. Shouldn't have gone off on you on Murphy and Warren. It's frustrating sitting on the sidelines. I can't do anything to help the team. I couldn't even figure out Wrath's weakness before Face Paint Kid beat me to it. I failed the team. You haven't failed us yet. As a legendary eavesdropper, no one can compete with that. But I don't know how I can help the team. You can help us find a way to use Wrath's blind spots again, so we can't do it without you. You sure about that? I'd say with 100% certainty that we need your help. If we don't come up with a new strategy, Ravenclaw has a 92.4% chance of winning the Quidditch Cup. It will take all four of us to devise a way to use our opponent's vulnerability to our advantage. We don't know exactly where Wrath's blind spot is. Be too hard to find. Let's get started. We don't have much time left before the match. We have to figure this out now. I've got it. Remember that time Wrath collided with one of her mates? Think it was her last house match. She nearly knocked the seeker out of the sky. Could have cost her the Quidditch Cup. He was flying just over her shoulder. That has to be her blind spot. If you are in her blind spot, she can't see you, and if she can't see you, she can't hit you with a bludger. And I must leave you. Our practice will begin momentarily, but we haven't finished designing your new tactic. I have to work out the details, factor in the odds of injury. Can handle that. Tactics won't do them much good if they don't practice. You do not have to take on our Golden Sky. I want to help the team even if I can't play in the match. Sky's help, we should have a finished strategy for you when you are done with practice. Don't we need time to learn a new maneuver? We will test this new maneuver on Wrath herself during our final match. Can we really do that? Perform a maneuver for the first time during the match? If we feel it in the moment, we will execute it exactly as we should. I suppose if we could get lucky. Your mention of lucky is fortuitous. Really, how? You will see as your final match approaches. There are some things we must do as a team. Go to practice. I've been practicing on my own. I won't drag the team down. We are playing against Wrath soon, so I'm so nervous I could spew. It's almost time for our third match. Are you ready? Each Quidditch match is a series of unlikely moments. Each victory is serendipitous. Our chaser was injured, but you joined our team in his place. And when Sky was injured, he was able to join us again. We will need this good luck to win the Quidditch Cup. We can't practice being lucky, can we? Possible that we can, which is why I have devised an unusual activity. All of our practices are a bit unusual. That's why we like them. As your captain, it is my responsibility to ensure every member of our team feels prepared for the match. Preparation is not only a matter of maneuvers, it is a matter of the mind and the heart. It is a matter of luck. Each player has their own way of inspiring good fortune. You mean some sort of good luck ritual? Exactly. Before we begin our practice, I would like to hear what you have found effective. Everyone have a lucky ritual? I stand on my head every night before a match. I knew a keeper who swore clapping her hands 3 times helped her grip. I always eat kippers for breakfast before a match. I skipped it once, and I ended up in the hospital and I'm never skipping my kippers again. Wow, really? Perhaps we can bring the Darkers good luck by sharing our own traditions. We could use a little more luck. All of you have these lucky traditions. Suppose we do. Sounds mad, if of course. A good potion you can borrow luck. We're simply trying a different way. That is a matter of interpretation. Do you believe in luck? Physiological. I have one. If they have worked for you all in the past, I believe it's all real. You understand, we are lucky to have you by our side. What about you, Captain? What's your lucky habit? My ritual is spending time with all of you and training together as a team. As soon as we play Ravenclaw, our match will decide our fate. Soon we will see if we are worthy of the Quidditch Cup. And now let us take it to the skies and continue our practice. Oh, wait. We gotta practice. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Do. Boom. Easy. What the hell? That glitched. Alright, now is that. Now what? Meet Sky and Morphe. Meet Sky and Morphe. Let's see what they have concocted. Orion sent me to see if you have finished our new maneuver. Do you need more time? We have got something. Murphy's just caught up in his pre-match luck ritual. It's not a ritual, it's statistics. Luck is entirely a matter of chance. He always calculates the exact odds before a match, thinks he can predict the score. If a hippogriff flaps its wings, it can create a breeze, causing a 3.2% increase or decrease in the Quidditch player flight speed. Does that change our strategy with Wrath? He's gone balmy. Wait, Murphy, where did you put Darkos's new strategy? I have no idea. We don't have much time. You can calculate the speed of a flobberworm passing wind later. Can you help us find the strategy? I'll help you find it. Smashing, I found it. Our new strategy? What does it say? It says you need to protect our seeker. Wait, I have something about that. Wrath always aims for the opposing seeker when they see the snitch, which leaves the Ravenclaw seeker to catch it themselves and win the game. That's how Ravenclaw won all the matches. It's a brilliant strategy, even if I didn't invent it myself. How do we use that to win the Quidditch Cup? There's a 93.4% chance Wrath will try to take out the seeker as soon as she sees the snitch. But since we know where Wrath's blind spot is, someone on the team can sneak up and get in her way. See, this is why I always calculate the odds of everything that could happen in the match. Statistics are lucky after all. I thought the pre-match nerves were bad before, but this is a lot of pressure. Take your mind off things for a bit. I'll tell Aurora in the plan you are going to the pre-match party, right? I'll see you there. You'll come to the party? Thought I'd see what it's like since I can't play in the match. Penny will be thrilled. Alright. And what a fascinating little story. Jesus, this is massive. Hope you have found a way to win the Quidditch Cup. I'll be cheering you on. Excuse me. You bought Sky. Sky Parking is our pre-match party. I mean, I'm glad you both could make it. So this is a pre-match party. They always this crowded. I suppose everyone's excited about the Quidditch Cup. Excited is an understatement. Everyone's here to support Gryffindor. Why's the Ravenclaws there? Huh? Facepaint Kid says we shouldn't bother you too much because you have to focus on winning the Quidditch Cup, but we wanted to say good luck. We are rooting for you. You've got fans. Has come to every pre-match party since joining the team. It's practically tradition. Like Murphy and his statistics, you think coming to the party is lucky? We haven't lost a match yet. Coming to a pre-match party could be lucky. I've heard quite a lot of strange things people do for good luck lately. There's no such thing as too much good luck, and I have just thin. It's not lucky potion, is it? That will get you kicked off the team faster than you can say Quaffle. I'd never brew Felix Felicious for a Quidditch match. That's cheating. But it is what inspired me. I recite all the Felix Felicious ingredients when I need a bit of luck. You don't mind if I go through them now, do you? We can still talk to you adoring fans. Let's give it a go. It's almost time for the match. I should go to the changing room. Perfect timing. I have just finished going over every component of Felix Felicious. I know it's silly, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work, does it? Wouldn't be the strangest good luck charm I have heard of. Do you really have any good lucky rituals, Sky? Never bothered. I have heard some good ones, but my dad swore me to secrecy. The press would have a field day. Speaking of the press, I'm astounded that Gryffindor's Chasers attending the party so soon before the final match. Astounded and elated, of course. And since you take this copy of the Daily Prophet, I think you'll find it positively riveting. They have printed the article about us smashing chasing dreams and amateur chasers' journey to Quidditch stardom. Wait, like you, doesn't it? Thought you were writing about both me and Sky, weren't you? And here I thought it was about me. I considered it, but my readers aren't interested in the story of the player who won't play in the match. No offense, Miss Parkin. Has owned a moment in the spotlight. Who else could go from barely understanding Quidditch to competing for the Quidditch Cup in so short of a time? You have owned this. Enjoy the match. You knew the article wasn't about me? Not everything. I'm sorry. Oh. I knew she wanted to change the article to be about both of us, but I didn't know she would leave you out of it. I promise. I'll meet you in the change room. It's almost time for your match. Jesus, everything's going bad, eh? Sky's just having a bad day. Feels wrong not getting ready for the match. I've been practicing hidden blushes instead of doing my potions essay. I'm anxious and excited all at once. You're just in time. I think Warren's finally cracked. He's got a fire crab, a flubberloom, a niffler, and a kneasel. Your memory serves you well. Jonas, I asked him to memorize a list of these four creatures. These creatures embody the traits that will secure our victory. We require the patience of a flubberloom, as it rests in the oath, and yet we must be tenacious as a niffler in pursuit of gold. We depend on one another with the loyalty of a kneasel, but we must burn with the fire of a fire crab. Patience, tenacity, loyalty, and fire. Every one of you has demonstrated these characteristics over our time together. Use this time to connect with these wondrous creatures as our moment of verification. Excuse me. It is nearly time for our third match, but before we take to the skies, we have played 2 matches thus far, and twice we emerged victorious. But that has not dampened the fire in your hearts. It has not tuned you away from the pursuit of your prize. You have trained with patience rather than seek a shorter path. And above all else, you have remained true to one another. It is an honor to serve as your captain. Let us win this Quidditch Cup for Gryffindor. Nice speech. Definitely in the 95% tile, possibly even higher, and that's not factoring in the magical meaningy. How did you get all 4 creatures in one change room? Some mysteries are not meant to be solved. are part of our moment of verification, Madam Hooch. These creatures shouldn't be here, and neither should you. Mr. McNally needs to get to the commentary box, and Miss Parker needs to find a seat quickly if she doesn't want to miss anything. Mr. Amari, Mr. Dan, get your brooms. The Quidditch Cup Championships final match is about to begin. Oh god. Championship match. Witches and wizards, professional students, caretakers, Mrs. Norris, it's time for your final match. The match that will decide which house team wins the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor. Presenting your reigning Quidditch champions, Ravenclaw. And now the challengers to the title, the Gryffindor house team. Two teams vying for the trophy, stakes higher than final exams. This is what Quidditch is all about. The final match for the Quidditch Cup begins now. Oh, the match for the Quidditch Cup has only just begun. Ravenclaw is in possession of, and two Gryffindor chasers have the flank. Parkins pincher. 8 seconds, god damn. Oh, perfection. Oh, the snitch. Blind spot successful. And we won. We won the Quidditch Cup. 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 Zico has caught the snitch. The final score is 362-300. Gryffindor. The Gryffindor team are our new Quidditch Cup champions. You did it. You won. You really won. I can't believe you took a pleasure for math. You are a hero, a real Quidditch hero, and everyone knows it. Come on, Sky. Oh, got drenched. The party in the common room. See you there. Oh, we got someone new. Delvin Whitehorn. Huh. We did it. We won the match. We only needed to tie to win the Quidditch Cup, and we got a 60-point lead. And we won the Quidditch Cup. I couldn't have caught the snitch without you. Taking a pleasure from math for the team like that. Stuff of a legend. Every member of our team contributed to our victory. We have traveled far together. Every step we took brought us here. We have completed our quest. We have won the Quidditch Cup for Gryffindor. Let us discuss our journey and let us reflect.